The Williams School in New London, preparing scholars, athletes, artists, and global citizens for college and lifelong learning since 1891. Visit our website for open house dates, williamsschool.org. The Williams School, grades 7 through 12. Belong.
Do you think anyone takes our advice? We should get callers to call in and say that, the thumbs up, thumbs down to our advice.
I actually think that people pay attention to what Rick has to say. They can care less about what I have to say.
Same
they
here.
Pay attention to what Rick has to say. And then, from what I understand, there are hundreds of thousands of people who go to the Day's website and view this. So,
I bet.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Nobody cares what I have to say.
No, I think that people really respect you for the most part. They laugh, they mock you behind your back, but they in some respects, they give you, a lot of weight when it comes to what you pick, or something like that.
You want to pick some clovers on the cover? Irishy clovers, because it's St. Patrick's Day weekend.
Yeah,
it's the cover of Night and Day, award-winning weekend guide.
You're not Irish, right?
No,
I'm not Irish at all.
I don't even know what I am.
Now, who gave the award? What award? You said
over the years. Night and Day's won.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's a good thing. Christina Dorsey is my boss.
She's the one
that. It's packed.
It is packed. I always read
it's slammed with stuff.
Yeah.
Before I forget it, today at live lunch break at noon, streaming from theday.com, we have the very fine guitarist Brant Taylor. Brant was supposed to be on last week, and I pitched him, and he loaded all of his equipment up, and then his vehicle wouldn't start. Which is sort of funny because it's so stereotypically musician.
I was going to say another typical successful local musician.
Yes, and I have had vans break down in every conceivable situation. So, Brant, Godspeed getting here today. We look forward to hearing you play.
In other words, go out to your car right now and test it. Make sure it starts.
I know. Oh, just drive to the Day, park it, and stay there until noon.
Just sleep.
Get a bus pass. Do what you got to do. Get ready. This is a big opportunity for him, man.
It's a good thing.
I'm serious.
He's a really good guitar player.
I believe it.
You know what? You remember when you told me that you never wanted to hear the word poetry again on this show?
Yeah, here we go. There's some kind of a Irish limerick type of a poet thing going on?
No. This is a great thing. Okay.
I thought we had a deal, too. I wasn't going to mention puppets, which I know you hate, and you weren't going to talk poetry, which, again, is radio. It's like driving into a brick wall.
The once was a man from Limerick or something like that? Okay. Anyway.
So you think if I mention poetry to your demographic, they're just switching the channels right now?
No, seriously, this demographic probably won't mind so much.
Yeah.
Poetry's not horrible. Puppetry.
Oh. Well, I don't. Yeah, so I'm not about to.
Well, but we've had this discussion before.
Well, I know, but this is an important thing.
Yeah. All right.
I think people should know this. Okay. There's a program at the very fine Arts Cafe Mystic on Friday night. Okay, in the Mystic Arts Center, and it is Youth Will Be Served, and that is the yearly program when they present all of the area high school poets laureate. The kids get to read. There's I believe 7 of them this year. Really talented young folks. It's a neat honor for them. They get to read. And the headliner is Lisa Starr, the outgoing poet laureate of Rhode Island. So she's a big deal. So they get to show up and do a program with someone that's a nationally renowned poet. So I think that's a good thing. You don't think that's a good thing? You don't even have your mic on.
Sounds great.
I know. He couldn't even be bothered.
Because I was swearing underneath my breath. I didn't want anybody to hear it.
Wow. You don't even care about the youth of America.
No, I do. What kind of poet? Though, I can't even talk right now. For the last 4 minutes, am I having a stroke? Somebody check me, Doc, please.
Yeah, here's an asprin.
Man, what kind of poetry are they reading?
Their own.
Oh, they wrote it.
Yes.
Is it rhyming stuff, or is it doesn't? Because poetry doesn't have to rhyme, right?
Well, I think rhyming for some reason went out with Robert Service and the cremation of Sam McGee. Did either one of you? Now, John Foley is a doctor.
Learned man.
He has a classical education.
No question.
Have you heard my intro to this show? It says it all.
Have you guys, in the course of your education and your travels, ever committed a poem to memory? Can you recite a poem?
Well, none that I can say on air.
So you're doing the rhyme with Nantucket deal.
That's the only one anybody knows.
No. Over the years, I've memorized several.
Can you
poems.
give me one? Hold on. Is it going to break my heart? God, you tell me when you're ready to go. I'll give you appropriate music.
Oh, you will?
Yeah.
I haven't heard this for a while.
I was a child, and she was a child, in our kingdom by the sea.
I don't know where this is going.
That's Annabelle Lee by Edgar Allan Poe.
Oh, okay.
I can also do Ode to Autumn.
Do the Raven
by
I like
John.
that.
I can't do the Raven. That's a great rhyming
That is a
poem.
good one. I like that one.
You know it. Okay, so you don't care about poetry. What are you going to go to any St. Patrick's Day parades?
I actually
Are you in one?
despise the Irish, to be honest with you. Like, if I had to put a list of people and cultures that I hate, they're towards the bottom.
Can you even say that?
If it weren't for us, there would be no the Irish shake, the green shake. We've brought a lot of.
Can you
culture.
even say that on the air?
Wow.
Yeah, you can say
I despise the Irish.
Sure, why not?
What if it was some other ethnic group?
Irish is probably about as low as you can get. I'm just kidding. I think we actually are involved in a couple of parades, to be honest with you. Are you?
No, nobody asks me. Nobody cares. But the St. Patrick's Day parade in New London is 1 o'clock on Sunday.
Yeah, are you going to be at that?
Yeah, I probably will show up. I think that's fun.
Yeah.
I like I love a parade.
The first time they had that New London parade, it was 100 yards long. Do you remember that?
Yeah,
that was it. It was you
and
turned
one
the corner, that was it. Yeah. Now it's 500 miles long.
I'm trying to think what town it is. It's actually a big city that, by design, has the shortest St. Patrick's Day parade. It's like they get 8,000 floats or whatever and go 20 yards.
That's good.
I know, it's hysterical.
Roll a keg down the road.
I think it's Enter the Haggis is tonight in the Mohegan Sun Wolf Den. This is a great Canadian band, and it's sort of appropriate because while they're not doing Irish stuff, they do a lot of indigenous types of folk music from the British Isles and incorporate it into modern rock. Great, catchy stuff. Incredible players.
Okay.
So I like that idea a lot. Eastern Connecticut Symphony, Saturday night, featuring their principal flautist, or is it flutist? Remember when you were growing up, you said you're supposed to say flautist, and then once you learned that, then all the music snobs said, it's flutist, moron. Nancy Chaput is the principal flautist or flutist. She will be featured at the ECSO.
I think it's
Saturday
Chaput.
night. Is it?
No, I don't know.
I don't know.
Chaput
I'm just trying to
plays
give her
the flute.
one of the
That's
most
a rhyme. That's poetry. I just made poetry.
one of the most
Write it down.
interesting bands in New London is called the Weird Beards. Have you seen them?
No.
It's sort of like odd performance art and art punk music. Good show, getting more and more popular as the years go by. They've established a Sunday night residency. Every Sunday night they are at the Club 33 in New London. That's a lot of fun, and it's very bizarre. It's sort of like, I don't know how really to describe it, although if you see people showing up in cardboard robot outfits, that is sort of the shtick.
Is that your pick?
I'm going to go with the Youth Will Be Served poetry.
Those are all awful.
Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered weak and weary over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore, while I nodded, nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping, as of someone gently rapping at my chamber door. 'Tis some visitor, I muttered, tapping at my chamber door.
94.9 News Now.